Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Bastion, the brand new kinetic fusion rifle exotic that came as a reward. Well, the quest came as an early reward to completing this, big puzzle event, right? That everybody's been crazy about. Now, whether or not you agree that this is a worthy reward of that event is not the topic of discussion in this video. In this video, I wanted to talk exclusively and specifically about how it performs in the PvP environment. Is it good? Is it like busted, or is it gimmicky and terrible, or somewhere in between? Well, let's chat about the gun specifically and its perks first. Oh, look at this little, I call this the good old-fashioned TV reach around, and it works every time. Okay, so we've got Saint's Fist is the name of the exotic perk. Like I said, every time it works. As the name of the, I'm sorry, I'm so easily distracted. Saint's Fist is the name of the exotic perk on this gun. And I really like this perk for a number of different reasons. There's the WeRAN. First of all, the name of it, right? This whole this whole season has been focused on Saint 14, who he is, what his journey was like, and our role in telling his story and ultimately saving his life. And he's so unrefined, despite how he looks. By the way, check out how much damage this does against supers. That was a full health Arcstrider, and it killed him from full. Look at full health. Bam, bam, bam. He's dead. I freaking love it. So Saint is really unrefined, despite sort of how he looks. He's got like this really cool knight errant sort of appearance to him, to his weapons, the overall aesthetic for him and surrounding him this season. It looks very clean, very refined. Even the perfect paradox is, really clean looking weapon. But despite how refined he may look, he really is just this brawler kind of character, and very unrefined in the way that he fights and combats. And Saint's Fist, the name of this perk, it really makes this gun sort of represent him and carry on his sort of, that idea moving forward with this gun, is even though it looks really clean and very refined, it's a real brawler weapon. It fires a 3-round burst of 7 projectiles, these slugs, these kinetic slugs. And you can see the damage drop off at range there in that encounter there. We're doing about 17 damage at that range. But in its intended range, you're looking at 29 to 30 damage per bolt. That is a crap ton of damage. That is an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage that you could potentially do with this weapon. And let's talk about the charge rate on it, right? The charge rate, it's a 780 charge rate. So it charges up faster than an Aaron Till would. Okay, it's quicker than an Aaron Till in the charge rate department. It's nowhere near as consistent at range. You can't map people. You like the way that you would see an Aaron Till shot that maps somebody and say, "Oh, that mapped him." You can't do that at those ranges with this gun. It is a brawler gun, up in your face, up in your grill. Does not do any precision damage, by the way. I know a lot of people were curious about that, especially when it comes to PvE. If you're shooting big bulky opponents, some people were looking for some precision damage on this weapon. It does not do precision precision damage. So it's really not comparable, I think, to an Aaron Till. It's really just a very different weapon. This is more like the Destiny 2 version of a Pocket Infinity, except the difference between this and Pocket Infinity is that Pocket Infinity consumed ammo for every time it shot, but the Bastion does not. You're firing those three bursts, and it's not costing any more than just 1 of your ammo, which is a really nice change from Pocket Infinity. I kind of thought that this was gonna. It's hard to sort of train your brain because I see these 3 bursts going out, and I had to fight the urge to reload the weapon after a burst because it doesn't register like that. Only costs me 1 ammo. I see blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, oh gosh, I gotta reload this thing. I just dumped, what was that? 7 slugs 3 times to 21 slugs. I should have to reload the thing, right? Nope, you don't. You actually do not. Now, since it is a 3-burst weapon, you can feel a little bit more comfortable pre-charging and even pre-firing this thing because, I mean, quite frankly, if you let a shotgunner get up close and you start charging it, like when he comes around the corner, a lot of times you're gonna die. So you kind of need to be charging this thing up in advance. And since it's a 3 burst, you've got a longer amount of time to really correct the weapon, your target acquisition, so that maybe by the 3rd burst you actually get it right on target and you can put the guy down. So I had that happen to me several times where I actually pre-fired it, and it wasn't until the 3rd burst that I actually, like that right there, bam, bam, bam. Like I was just kind of looking for him while the gun was discharging, and the third burst is the one that actually connected. So it's a little bit forgiving in that capacity. With heat rises, you see this in the comp gameplay here. This thing is really fun to play with heat rises. You can fly up over shotgunners or even snipers who are caught in their scopes, people laning with pulses. It is so much fun. Look at this. They come around the corner. They're looking for you. It's like, I'm not down there. You know, just rain hellfire from above with these slugs. I love it. Now, look at this. I was able to juke the Warcliffe coil that way because he shot it thinking I would be like a normal person down on the ground. But I was way up above the coil shot, so I survived the coil and actually managed to clutch this round up ultimately. I lost this comp match. My teammates really struggled. I had a couple of unbrokens on the other team, and my teammates were lower glory, and I was kind of disappointed I couldn't clutch up every round for them because I wanted to obviously help them get the win. But I played really, really well this match with this weapon. I think it's gonna, it might have a presence in comp, but I don't think that it's gonna be meta. At the end of the day, ultimately, that's what I would say. This gun is great, but it's not OP, and that's fantastic. That's right where you want a weapon to be. It's very unique, has great character, but it's not going to break the game. Ultimately, I think that you would have a lot more consistency out of something like an Aaron Till, you know, as far as fusion rifles go. So, is it great? Absolutely. Busted? Not at all. I hope you enjoyed the video and the gameplay, and I hope that you love using this gun as much as I do. Bye-bye.